Thanks for staying with us. So she's an award-winning Nigerian actress, presenter, and filmmaker. The seasoned actress is also the CEO of House of Belinda, HOB, a fashion outlet in Abuja. Welcome with us, Belinda Effah. Good morning, Belinda.
Good morning.
Good to have you on the show. You know, I'm pretty excited to talk to you this morning because I was going through your the write-up about you, and you actually acted The Room.
Yes,
Is that the new directions on DSTV, correct?
Yes, yes.
I wrote that script, you know.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wrote, and my name is on it, Mariah Kabasharon. I wrote that script from start to finish. And I'm pretty excited to know that you acted. You know, I've actually never really watched it, but I mean, I just knew that it's running on DSTV. But it's good to have you on the show. I just had to put that out there, that I can be a scriptwriter.
But you are.
But yeah, so how have you been with COVID lockdown? Last week we were lifted. Was it this week we got lifted? Yeah. The lockdown was lifted this week. How have you been doing so far?
Yeah, I mean, it took a little bit of getting used to because I'm always on the move.
Right.
So having to sit down in one place for so long, like 6 weeks, was very trying to me. At some point, I actually felt like something was wrong and the world was coming to an end.
Yeah, but I was reading something where you say for you it's been like a blessing in disguise, and for a lot of people they say
because I always keep a positive mind. I had to channel my inner Belinda to make it the best, and I started seeing it for what it is. That it's happening now means that I have to make something out of it. So I turned it into a blessing for myself.
So let's get specifics of what you made, because most of your colleagues are online, streaming every day, doing acting on their own. You know, what exactly did you do with the lockdown?
Okay, so like you said, I run House of Belinda. So I channeled my energy onto House of Belinda because this time around I can't act. So I've been focusing a lot on my business, House of Belinda, putting the right structure in place and coming up with new designs for the summer collection. And getting to know my staff a lot more.
Nice.
Just, you know, being more involved in the business as opposed to being on set and just giving instructions, do this, do that, do that, you know. So now I get to know my cobblers more. I get to know what they like and what they don't. You know, I get to know how to, you know, get them to give their very best. And also I got to spend time with my family, which is something that I hardly do because I'm always on set. So that's a blessing for me. Like, it's a huge blessing. Yeah.
Well, how is Abuja? Because, you know, that they have quite a number of cases of COVID-19 in Abuja. So do you go out, or are you still being very careful, social distancing and all that in your state so far?
Okay, so I'm in Lagos. I live in Lagos. I go to Abuja to work a lot. And so maybe people might think I stay in Abuja. I don't stay in Abuja. I stay in Lagos. And I've been indoor, quarantine, self-isolating,
right.
you know, social distancing and the like.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah, so I hardly go out.
Right.
I hardly, like, even this time that they've lifted the lockdown, I don't go out because there's no reason for me to go out yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pandemic is still in existence, so I don't know why I need to go out for now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of people are being, what would we say, quite innovative. I think Nima was trying to say that. But then, so also people are thinking of the future. When this is all over, what would I do differently? What would I do instead of what I'm already doing? Are you thinking that way? Are you thinking, where is acting going next? How would I fit into the way acting is, you know, acting is going? Is this something I may pursue after the lockdown, you know, like a proper lockdown is over and we're allowed to go out? What are you thinking now?
I'll always do acting whether or not the pandemic is in existence. Acting will always be a sure banker for me. Like, that one is not even a question at all. I love acting. I actually don't see myself doing anything besides acting.
Right.
Yeah. Even when I finished school, I was like, what would you do if you don't get a job and whatnot? And it was acting. And
So you went into filmmaking recently. How is that going? What made you go into filmmaking?
I mean, you know, when you do something for so long and it feels like, okay, you're saturated in this you want to try something different. I mean, you know, you just want to try your hands in different aspects of acting. I've always wanted to make my own kind of movies, you know, tell my own kind of stories. So I had to delve into that, and it's been a blessing, I must say.
Right.
Okay, Belinda, in this movie industry, a lot of female, some of them claim to, you know, for it to be that lucrative. But you are now delving into designing, having the House of Belinda, you know, making sandals. I saw some of your products very beautiful, I must say. How lucrative exactly is the movie industry? And, you know, why did you venture out?
Oh, acting is very lucrative if you ask me. Before the pandemic, there is no state that you go to that they're not filming. Even states that were not known for making movies started making movies, and they are quite active at it. You get, so it's quite lucrative. So gone are the days where like all the actresses will be vying for one role, and then the one will get it, the others will just sit and wait their turn. This time around, everybody's working. So you get to call an actor for a job, and she's not available. So it's either you're going to go for someone else, or you wait for her time. So it's quite lucrative if you ask me. Even now that we still have a pandemic, people are still working.
Right.
Because, I mean, there are so many scripts waiting to be done, so people are not patient enough. So, you know, like I get worried, I get called for roles, and I'm like, I'm not so sure right now because of the pandemic.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
I don't want to be sorry.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, there's something I noticed with Nollywood, like fine girls are always cast as fine girls. So you always get that. Do you feel like you're being typecast as, I mean, you just have to show up, you're already fine. Like, but I would like to see like more things like a fine person acts. You know, in Hollywood, they'll put on weight. Would you do that? Put on weight, do some sort of makeup that does not make you look
So appealing.
attractive. Are those sort of, do those sort of roles appeal to you? Would you like to be like an action hero, you know, wearing a catsuit?
That's my direction, my focus right now, to do movies that people can't even recognize that it's Belinda that is playing that role. But the thing in Nigeria is that we've not gotten to the age where we depict those characters 100% because most times you bring a good script and you have all these props that you're supposed to provide, but based on budget, you can't really, you know, provide everything. So you have to cut corners, and we end up looking stupid somehow. Except for the, you know, big budget, in quote, movies that, I mean, they have the money to go all the way, and they bring the professionals on board to ensure that they get the look properly. So it's not just you aging me or making me not look Belinda, but making it look believable.
Right.
Yeah.
How many producers can actually choose that?
Right.
So in most cases, most of the people that will do that are people that know how to, maybe they are makeup artists in their own craft, and they want to tell that story by themselves. So you see them doing the directing, doing the makeup, doing everything, and you know it's not easy.
Right.
So
Let me. A young lady is watching you right now, Belinda, and she's pretty. She's trying to get into the movie industry, and there's always this perception that you have to give of yourself before you get roles. I'd like you to help us now that you're encouraging young people that people are busy. You don't have to wait for one big producer. There are lots of production teams right now going out there doing a lot of work. So what kind of encouraging words would you tell young people who are looking up to you? You are exactly what they want to be. Pretty, attractive, but first-class actor, doing a lot of things. What would you tell that young person right now?
Well, it didn't fall on my lap just like that. It took me years to get to where I am. So if you just want to become Belinda overnight, newsflash, it might not happen like that for you. I mean, for some people, they may be lucky to, you know, land acting roles and it happens for them overnight. But for other people, you have to wait the course. You have to, you may be disappointed along the line. It might not happen for you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, but are you ready to wait? Because for me, I waited over 10 years before it happened for me. So people see me today and they just feel like, oh my God, she woke up like this. I didn't wake up like this.
You work hard.
I didn't wake up like this at all.
Right.
I paid my dues. I waited the course, even when it felt like it wasn't going to happen.
Right.
I got disappointed a number of times. You know, I cried myself to sleep a number of times, but I still didn't give up. Each time I woke up, you know, I had a new strength
Right.
to pursue my dream. I just knew that this is what I really wanted to do. At a point, I took a break from acting.
Oh.
Because I needed money. You know, I was just being patient with this acting thing. It wasn't happening. I had bills to pay, so I had to take a day job.
Yeah.
But when the industry was ready for me, the industry called me back.
Fantastic.
The industry that pulled me back because I took a day job. I was working. And then I got a mail, you know, from Facebook that they wanted to cast me for a role. And they wanted me to come for an audition in Egbeda, long, like, you know where Egbeda is. But I took the gamble and I went for the audition. And I got cast for the lead role for the series Tales of Eve. So, I mean, when the opportunity presented itself, I went for it.
Fantastic.
And that's when I left the working field and I went back to acting because acting is very jealous. It takes everything from you. I always tell people you cannot be working and be acting. Because when acting needs you, it needs you. You know, they could just call you at 3 a.m. and say, hey, we need you to resume shoot by 8 o'clock.
Right.
So what are you going to tell your boss? Hey, you lie and tire now, and then before you know what you do.
All right. Go ahead.
I must commend you.
I had to resign from work and just focus on acting.
Okay.
You're an amazing actress. I say it because I've seen you in all these regular fine girl movies, but I've seen you in Akwaye. You know, we've talked about it every time we meet, how I love your role in Akwaye. And I must ask now, because we're in COVID, we're in a pandemic, and a lot of people need to give. And your colleagues are also doing a lot of visible giving where they take pictures. Are you doing anything that you're not talking about that we don't know?
We're always doing stuff now. When the time is right, you know, everybody gets to know. But I'm not the, you know, show-off kind of person. I'm not in competition with anybody. There's no need to, you know, blow it out of proportion.
Yeah.
Every day we pray. We pray to God that He helps us and, you know, that our dreams are fulfilled. So, yes, we are all working on something. We are all, you know, putting our seeds and nurturing it to bloom for us into fruit. So maybe it's not the process for us to talk about it yet.
Right.
So it blooms
Okay.
and everybody gets to see. Let it speak for itself.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I saw your age and I'm like, she's so young. And then when you talk about doing this thing for 10 years and before you became who you are, you know, a lot of young people find it difficult to know what they want to do or where they want to go. And you seem to have gotten that at such a young age. What would you say helped you to understand what you wanted for yourself at such a young age?
Okay, I've been very focused. I've always been very focused, even when I was in primary school. So I've always been the type that when they give me pocket money for lunch, I would save mine because I had an idea of, you know, using my money to do something. So right from primary school, that's how I've always been. Like, I've always had big dreams. And people used to call me, my mom, even though I'm Calabar, my siblings, my mom, everybody calls me that evil Calabar girl because I always have a knack for doing business and making money for myself. Yeah. So people always say that I act older than my age because I'm very organized. I envision things. I have projections. Like, I see something, I can say, okay, this is how it's going to go, and I start working towards it. I'm very focused. So it didn't matter that I was young, but I was able to. I know what I want.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much.
So is marriage something you're looking at soon? Because you're a fine girl. A lot of men want to be cast with you in the movies. They want to just see themselves just hanging out with you. Are you thinking of getting off the market soon? Are you dating anybody?
Now for you.
That kind of laugh. Answer the question with the laugh already.
A simple question.
Yeah. Don't worry, let's wait for that time.
Then your laugh already is to answer the question.
Are you shy?
So where is he from the industry? Does he work in the industry too?
I like this girl.
You're already blushing from your speech is already blushing.
Please, because all this monitoring spirit.
But what kind of guy appeals to you? A guy in the industry?
What kind of guy appeals to you?
Did I say anything?
No, just say what kind of, generally, okay, we're not saying somebody. What kind of guy appeals to you? Is this somebody from the industry or outside?
The truth of the matter is that you might say tall, dark, handsome, and that person might not have a good character.
True.
Are you going to, you know, because it's tall, dark, and handsome, hang in there just because you want to make an impression? A lot of people have done that. Power couple, beautiful couple, they look good, but they cannot manage their character. So for me, you know, it's about someone with a good heart, someone that can work with me, you know, someone that sees me. So a lot of people, they like the facade. They don't see beyond the facade, and they come after you. So people are coming for the Belinda, the actress, or blah, blah, blah. you have to go for a real person if you're real. So I'm not about, oh, he's all that handsome. I want a real person.
You're very
that
deep.
sees me.
You're very deep, and I like that. I wonder though why you would have that that standard set. What informed it? What has your experience been like?
Marriage is forever. I mean, marriage is forever. I'm from a broken home, and I don't want to be a replica of my parents. You get. So my sisters are married and they have a happy home. I see what they go through to maintain their home, and because they have good spouses, that helps them. I know that I want to have a good spouse too, not just somebody. I've met a couple of people that they were just a facade. They say, oh, post my picture, post my picture. Are you joking? I was like, never. Are you joking? It's not going to happen.
So what's your spec?
My spec? I don't know.
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
Don't worry, when the time arrives, you see the
That's a good speech.
All right, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you on the show today. Is there anything you're working on that we should be looking forward to coming up soon?
Sorry?
Is there anything you're working on we should be looking forward to?
I mean, yeah, a couple of things, yes. Yes.
Okay, I guess you're keeping it secret for now. All right, thank you so much, Belinda. It's been
Thank you so much for having me.
such a joy being on the show with you today. Thank you so much.